Hey y'all, what's up? Just checking in, giving an update on the real estate. I think on my last video, I talked about the fact that I was going through the motions or the process to get my real estate license, and so I will have it soon. I have finished everything. Um, And so I just wanted to give an overview of what I had to go through to get to this point to where I almost have my license to sell real estate in the state of Missouri. So I started out in November um, with Coldwell Banker Gundaker Realty School or Real Estate School. Um, it was $495 for the class, and I did that 2 nights a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, from like 5 to 9:30, or let's just say 5 to 10 o'clock or whatever, because some nights it would go over. And then at the end, November 30th, had to take a class exam, and we had to pass that exam. I think you got to take it over if you didn't pass it, but I passed. And then after that, you get a certificate to go take your national and state exam. It's a lot. So I scheduled that for January 9th, I believe it was, because I was trying to do it before I went to Jamaica so that I didn't have to worry about studying and stressing. When I came back from Jamaica, I could just rest and relax, and enjoy coming back from vacation or whatever. So I went and took it. I passed the national exam with 80 out of 100, and then I failed the state exam 20 out of 40. So I was okay because I was like, at least I got the national out of the way, and that was a lot, 100 questions, 40 questions for the state. That's nothing. And I knew how to study after, taking the exam. So, yeah, I just studied, went back in March, the end of March, to take the state exam again, and I passed it 34 out of 40 that time. After that, I had to start this 24-hour course, which was a part of the $495. The first course is 48-hour course, which is why it's accelerated and you had to do so many hours per day. And then I didn't even add that during the week I still had to study and read all of the course material, and on the weekends, so it took up all of my time for that 48 hour course. And then the 24-hour course was the same way. And I don't know why I thought that I was going to get through this 24-hour course in like a matter of days or like a weekend, but no, it was just 24 hours short of the 48-hour course. And so it was just as intense. Self-paced though. I didn't have instructors teaching me. Like with the 48-hour course, it was instructors, 2 different instructors on each night. But with this one, it's self-paced, so I was doing it on my own and had to go through all these units, and there was an exam at the end of each unit. You get to take it multiple times. And then there was a practice exam of 100 questions that you had to pass. I think you had unlimited tries on that as well. And then a final exam with this 24-hour course that you had to pass. And I think you only got 3 tries to try, take it before I think you may have to start over with everything. Or I don't know, start over with the course, the 24-hour course, whatever. That's probably what it was. So I passed that, the 50 question and the 100 question. I did all of that in one night as far as the exams, the 100 question exam and the 50 question final, plus a few other exams, because I had been reading the course material and taking unit exams up until I got to that point. And I was just ready to be done. I was like 93% finished with the course. And man, child, by the time I got to, I think 98%, that was the 100 question exam. Finished that and moved to 99%. And then I took the 50 question final exam, and then I was at 100%. I was so happy. It was 11:11 when I finished. I noticed it and I screenshot 11:11 and at night. And then the email that I got even was timed for 11:11, saying congratulations, you've passed the 24-hour course. So I got that certificate. So then I think that was like on a Wednesday night or Thursday night. So on Friday I went and did my fingerprinting and background. So you basically go for the fingerprinting, and then they do a background check behind the scenes or whatever. So, I forgot to tell you how much I paid. So for the national and state exam, that was $62. So when I went back to take the state exam after I failed that first time, it was another $62, even though I was only taking the state exam. So if you decide to do it, make sure you study and pass the first time so you don't have to go and take it again. But if you do, as long as you pass and get through it, it's fine. So $62 for the national and state exam. And then the 24-hour course, like I said, was included in the $495. And then the fingerprinting and background check, it was like $44 or something like that. I got the receipt in my bag, but I don't feel like getting it out. But yeah, like around $44 and some change, or $43.50, something like that. So a lot of cost involved. And then after the fingerprinting and background check, I had already been trying to interview brokers, because in Missouri you have to have a licensed broker to hold your license. And so they sign the application and then they send it off for you. And so I was a little stressed about that, because I have a hard time with choosing and wanted to make the right choice of broker. And so the person that I went with, I am really, really happy about my choice. There was two choices that I, really liked. Both Black women owned, businesses or whatever. And I ended up going with one of them. And so I'm really pleased with my choice, and excited and looking forward to it. She signed it and she overnighted it for me last week. So I should have my license back in a couple of weeks, and then I'll actually be able to make my first purchase. Not purchase, child. First transaction at some point. My goal is to, close on my first transaction within the first 3 months, within the next 3 months or whatever. So yeah, pray for me. And also, the cost to send the application was $90. So that was another fee. You have to send $90 along with your application, your certificate from your 48-hour course, your 2 tests or whatever results for the national and the state showing that you passed, your certificate from the 24-hour course, and your receipt from your fingerprinting and background, and then a check or money order for $90 for the application fee for your license. So again, another fee. And then this is 2024, so it's an even year, and for Missouri you have to renew your license every 2 years, on the even year. So my friend tried to tell me about that, but I didn't understand it for real. But yeah, so now I've, then passed all of this stuff, and you have to do continued education courses. So I have to do 12 hours of continued education, and I have to do this by September 30th to renew my license. Otherwise I could end up, like, I don't know if it'll be inactive, or I can't remember. I studied this stuff, but it's either to become inactive, or I will have to start all over again at some point, from the very beginning. So I'm okay with it, because I'm new, so it's just more education to help me, master real estate or whatever. So I'm gonna get that done. That's another one of my goals, is to get my 12 hours done so I can renew my license before September 30th of this year. And then I'll be well on my way. And I've been studying and looking at videos and watching HGTV, just trying to prepare myself and all of that. So that's the update. I will be a licensed real estate salesperson very soon. Technically I am, but not until I actually receive the license. So if you have any questions about any of this or the process or whatever, just drop them in the comments and I'll reply and let you know. Anything about the process or the test, or not answers or nothing like that. I can't give you all that kind of stuff, but how it was or whatever, like any questions y'all have about the fees and all of that, just let me know. And I may either start another channel to do like a day in the life as a real estate agent, or I might keep it on this channel. I don't know yet, but yeah, let me know. what y'all think. Let me hear y'all questions about it. But I did it. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. I pushed myself because could have gave up. I could have said forget it, whatever, because it was a lot. But I kept going, and I honestly can't even believe that I am getting ready to be a licensed agent, and I can sell people houses or help them buy a house or, whatever. Like, I'm so proud of myself. Pat myself on the back. Well, I hope y'all having a good day. Today is Tuesday. It's the day after the holiday, Memorial Day, May 28th. Yeah, 2024. So y'all have a good evening, a good week. The sun is beaming. It's hot. I turned my car off so that y'all wouldn't hear the noisiness. I'm just dragging this video on, but that's one of my goals is to get me a new car. With the money, also help with my traveling. I want to be able to take my family on a trip or trips or whatever. So like, cause I'm gonna keep my day job for as long as I can. But when this becomes lucrative, I'm not gonna say if, I'm saying when it becomes lucrative, successful, whatever. Those are my plans. Starting off is to take my family on a trip and give me a new car, so I ain't got to deal with all the noisiness that this car makes. I mean, I'm gonna keep this car and get some stuff fixed on it, but I want a new car. It's time. I've had this car since 2014. It is a 2014. It's a Ford Focus. I got this car because I had to, not because I wanted it. But I needed a car at the time. So anyway, enough about me. How y'all doing? All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna end this. Let me know too if y'all think I should do another channel on the real estate separately or just keep it on my Sincerely Libra channel. All right, let me shut up. Have a good evening. Bye. Peace.